What's up? My name's Nico. I've been writing music for since I was 3, for a long time. I'm not professional yet, but it's gonna happen soon, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you how I write music, and I don't know, maybe you can learn something, maybe not. Hear me out. Anyways, first thing, I want to feel something. I'm like, what do I feel today? Don't think about that. Be like, today I feel sad. Today I feel sad because I just ran over my goldfish on the driveway. Like, ooh. I can write about that. Dang, I ran over my fish on the driveway. Something like that. Anyways, you could also, I think some exercises you could do, you can just think about something sad about your past, or, being happy, or what you feel now. One thing I like about music is that it's very therapeutic. So really you can write about anything. If you need inspiration, watch a movie, watch your favorite movie, choose a scene, and just kind of make music to that scene. Yeah, anyways, I guess an example would be like, man, I'm kind of sad because Gojo killed Toji. That was my boy, something like that. Hollow purple through his body, yeah. One thing that I like using like as a, or like a, like as a deer pants for water. So my soul longs for you. Stuff like that, or I can melt you like butter on a pan. That's how hot I am. Oh, you know what I mean? So, use stuff like that. Like, oh, you are this. You are like a, or I am. It's like as a, you know what I mean? Those are just examples. I'll come up with another one, because this helps me out too. Let's see. Man, this is tough. It's gonna take time. Let's see. Building up my future. Like, I don't know. Piecing together my future like a bunch of Lego bricks. I don't know. Something like that. Like a, and I say that because, hold on. I got this guy up here. Yeah, 2014 maybe. Anyways, that's enough flex. Let's see what else we got. ING verbs. I love using ING verbs. Like running up a hill. And running up the hill. And running up that. You know that one song from Stranger Things, dude? I hate that. They've overplayed that song way too much. Yeah, running up the thing. And I'm hiding from my shame, coming to you again, something like that, kind of evokes strong action, kind of brings you in. You want your lyrics to not sound like you're saying stuff like I was in the beginning, like, oh, my goldfish died, ran over my, that's you want to show, you don't want to tell. And you might have heard that a bunch of times, but you kind of want to make an image, kind of paint a picture, describe a room, even, with your lyrics. And then we can go into what's it called? We can go into what's it called? Rhythmic thing, like A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, C. So, this is my math homework. This would be A, B, right? A, B, A, B. I don't know if that's gonna show up right. It might be reversed. Excuse me. Anyways, you can be A, I die. B, we love. A, you try. B, we hug. Stuff like that. And you can mix it up. You can go A, B, B, A, B. You can even add a C in there, as long as it rhymes. As long as it sounds good, honestly, you'll be alright. Yeah, next thing, just don't overthink. Don't overthink it. I think there's a lot of times in my life where I'm like, ooh, it's gotta sound great. It's gotta be like the next Picasso. It's gotta be the next, Messi type. Doesn't have to. Honestly, I feel like the more you write, the more you just get better at it. Just like anything, and enjoy it. Because why even live if we can't enjoy life? That's something I learned. I had to learn the hard way. So definitely, definitely do that for sure. Let's see what else I got. Show not tell, color. Honestly, I'm gonna show you my screen real quick. Okay, these are my notes right here. Just things to look out for. Some rhythm. You want to figure out what's your mood. You got layers of meaning, so like different words, different phrases that can mean the same thing. I put no common phrases. I don't want to sound too like cookie cutter, but I mean, if it works, it works. These are different ways you could rhyme. Location, you can talk about a location. You can talk about how you reacted to something. Like I said, like a thing, imaging, colors and shades. I love colors and shades. Like the orange sun, or your hair was red, or, I don't know, your red hair. And, something that evokes, imaging, isms. I don't even know why I put isms. I'll have to think about that later. Nature, talk about nature. Nature's in a lot of poetry. Animals. Animals have their own meanings, that's true. Like you snake, kind of like, bro, I can't think, I'm tired. I use snake, we all know like deceiving, there you go. It can be like, innocent as a lamb, like a lamb, going back to that one part there. Numbers, you can add numbers in there. I think that's kind of cool. You can even add like secret meanings and secret meanings and stuff. Oh, hello, you can see my hand there. Secret meanings like 21 Pilots. I love when they add, secret stuff. Conjugations, I think that's like too much. First person, second, third. You can talk in the third person, second person, first person. You were, I was, he was, like, stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure I wrote on. Let me pull up poems real quick. And I'll tell you kind of like what I've written so far. I kind of follow those things. I wrote a song called Eleanor Green. Kind of using, where's my mouse? There we go. Kind of using the things that I'm telling you about. Green, color. So this is what I got. The sun races the moon in hopes of getting back to you. And I'm jealous that he'll see you first. I want to feel your warmth upon my lips. Warmth is a feeling, You can't be real. Raw beauty that dares to exist. Dude, I love this line, bro. Bro, I felt like such a G writing this, dude. Anyways, now I'll trudge home to let you know that I want to be the one that puts you to sleep. But I've been stolen my life. I know, okay, that's not right English, but hey, it works, so don't judge it. Forced to fight under a red flag. There's the colors. Forced, there's the verb. I have taken hearts with my knife, taken strong imagery, and I clearly want to come back. Eleanor Green, if you return to me, will you still love the man who stands with bloody hands? Eleanor Green, do I even have a chance? I can barely recognize myself. I can't live without you. And then it just goes on and goes on. I wrote the song about a soldier who had to go to war. About a kid who had to go to war, so he became a soldier, and his only motivation to live is to come back home to his girl. But when he does, oh my God, his girl has already moved on with another dude. It's a heartbreaking song. I'll probably have to post it later on my TikTok. But yeah, low key. I might even make a video on that. So that's kind of my thing. I'm gonna swap back. There we go. So that's kind of my thing with writing music. Like lyrics. I hope that helps. If not, let me know. This is my first video. You're trying to explain something, so yeah. Also, I think just knowing how to play chords, that helps too. Two of my favorite chords that I like playing is C and F. So this is C. Let's see. You're gonna put your ring finger on the 5th fret, fifth string, my bad, fifth string of the 3rd fret. That's C, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Then you're gonna put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then you're gonna skip a string from the bottom, and then you're gonna place your index finger on the 2nd string. Let that ring, that's C. And if this is your first time playing guitar, then it's gonna sound like kind of buzzy and stuff. Just keep working at it. You'll get it for sure, for sure. And then F, an easy way to play F is that you get your middle finger, you'll go down a string, and then with your pinky, you'll kind of close in that gap on the 3rd fret, so you play this. Yeah, and then I think you skip playing the top string. So from the 5th string down, play like that. And then, hold on, that doesn't make sense. This is the 6th string on the top, and then it goes down all the way to 1. So there you go. And I would just float between those 2 chords. Teaching you something I never known. Trying to build a future I can hold. Haven't woke up lately. I can't speak, but I'll try to be something. I don't know, something. But yeah, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll try to get better at making them. But I think that's the whole point, really. Just the more you do it, the better you get at it. So let it, I guess, motivate the both of us. Bye.